416-870-6400 or star 640 on your cell to contact the Spaceman. Email him, space@640toronto.com. This is A View from Space on AM 640.
JM did just that. Give me the email, Dear Space. So glad to have you back on the air. Incredible and important show tonight. Thanks. As a lifelong Torontonian, I can say that those troublemakers were secretly shipped into the city because they were not us citizens setting those cars aflame and smashing windows. Just some theater to distract and entertain us so we don't get a clear view of what was actually discussed during the meetings. Signed, JM. More of your telephone calls. No lines open as yet. I'll let you know. I'll give you the telephone number when one comes available. AM 640. Hello. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Space.
Yes. Who is this?
This is Carm.
Hi. Go ahead, Carm.
There's a wonderfully powerful Masonic Kabbalistic signature on this event.
That's for sure.
You said the vehicle burning cruiser was marked TAV 65?
Yes, for Tavistock, the brainwashing capital of the world.
Oh, well then, you know that.
And the 65, of course, is in the 11.
That's right. And the Tav is the 22nd letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And then, of course, well, there's your 33.
Double 11. Mm-hmm.
There's your 33.
That's
total.
it. 33 total, yes. Yeah.
It's no accident.
It is no accident, no.
Flaming Cruisers 33.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Burning symbols of authority. This is
See it all the time.
Freudian Jungian.
Even the 3 meter high fence, you know how many kilometers it stretched for? 3.3.
All over it.
Yes.
Major stamp.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
heavy, thick, heavy stamp.
Yes, because there was some heavy stuff going on.
And they didn't secure the manholes. We got shortchanged for $1 billion.
No kidding.
It's all swindling, scams, and nonsense.
Yes. It's always been that way.
And the media is a public trust. People deserve the truth. They deserve to live in a commonwealth where people do have a voice in the House of Commons because...
You mean somebody would actually speak for our needs instead of the elite rich?
Space, I got to tell you, I studied political science very briefly, and I remember being specifically told that the Parliament consists of the Queen, the Senate, and the House of Commons.
Mm-hmm.
And if you eliminate any one of those three, you don't really have a legitimate Parliament.
Of course not.
And the House of Commons is supposed to represent the voice of the common people. Now, here's what our schools are teaching the children, Space. I've got something in my hand here. It's called Who Runs This Country Anyway? It's a book my daughter obtained from a public school, and I'll just read a brief paragraph and then I'll go.
Certainly.
It says, Canada is a constitutional monarchy. Even the monarch's powers are limited by our country's constitution. The Constitution is a set of rules that tells how our country's government will be run. It's made up of more than 25 written documents that were collected over time, plus some very important traditions that aren't written down anywhere. For example, it doesn't say anywhere in our Constitution that the Prime Minister is the head of our government. But don't worry, these unwritten traditions are just as strong as written laws.
Right.
Well, Space, thanks for the show, man. I've been listening for a couple of years now, and I did miss you that night. I thought you'd be there. I had no idea you wouldn't, and I wasn't really impressed. I thought I was going to hear a woman get trampled by horses live on air.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually somewhat traumatic. It was traumatic, actually. I wasn't down there. I thought about going. I decided not to. I had a bad vibe. I was going to go down with my camera and take pictures. I'm glad I didn't go in a certain way because I really feel for what happened to those people.
Me too. And I have no idea what might have happened if I was here. And it's just, I don't know, a quirky twist of fate that things worked out the way they did.
And that earthquake, Space, that earthquake was definitely scalar electromagnetic, induced the very same day that the CSIS director says we may have some treason happening in our government.
Yeah.
That story got buried by the earthquake.
Absolutely correct.
Anyhow, Space.
Thank you for the call, and talk again soon.
Okay, ciao.